The teaching profession is a leadership profession. We talked about that in a former video, the importance of leadership in the classroom, but also the importance of using methods to develop leadership skills in the students. Now, the teaching profession is not just a leadership profession, it's also an artist profession, and I need to explain that. Because when I talk to teachers, I tell them that you should compare yourself to athletes on a very high level, musicians, dancers, performers of all, because if you're a performer or you're an athlete, you need to, number one, know your purpose and know your objectives and know your goals, but you also have to be a student of the details. Now, if you take an elite athlete, that athlete is trained to have a positive attitude and to work as hard as possible and to be enthusiastic and energize themselves for performance, but they spend a lot of time on the details, practicing, and they get coaching. There's people that explain some of the details and some of the things that they themselves don't see that they need to train. So if you want to be a high-class teacher and really be successful, pay attention to those details. How you do that? Well, record yourself on video and look through it. I've written a lot, mostly in Swedish, but there's some books that I've done that are on Amazon that have to do with decision making, the art of leading, and the art of teaching. I've written a book in Swedish about the art, the body language of teachers, and it's very fascinating. Just I'll give you some examples of just the importance of the details. I mean, if you want to gather a group, hands up is better than hands down. Tilt to the side with your head shows that you're listening. It's like the telephone movement. Variation of voice. A little pause once in a while. A frozen gesture to make something important. How you use your voice, how you use your intonation, those pauses, those gestures, they become part of the collective decision-making of the children and the students. They're making a decision all the time. Is this a person I want to follow? Is this a person who believes in me? Is this a person who will still be there if I go a little bit nuts or the class is difficult? Do they wish me well? And are they on my side? And how you present yourself has to deal with their decisions about how to follow you and how to collaborate with you. So be aware of the small details. You are taking in groups of 25 to 30 from the age of 4 or 5 to 18, 19, maybe older. And to get that work, you have to look at the details, get coaching, talk to your colleagues about your profession, and strive to be the best you can be.